Winston, oi! You were misbehaved, and now you are being held by your mother in a timeout. Could you please be quiet? Good morning. We're back. Welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day. I'm starting off with my morning matcha, as I do every day, and thinking about what we are going to eat today. How are you? My dog is bullying me, but what else is new? All right, I guess we should get this day started. And a huge thank you to Compliment for sponsoring another one of my videos. Make sure to check out all of their information down in the description box down below. Another day, another breakfast smoothie. Today I'm craving something bright. I have some mangoes, so we're gonna use that. I'm trying to pack as much into the smoothie as I can to just hold me over for as many hours as I can. I have many things to do today. I'm going to start with the mango. I have been neglecting my greens lately, so I have some spinach in there as well. I find it's really difficult to eat properly during this season of chaos and holiday. I'm trying to just shove as many greens into my smoothies as I possibly can. My Instacart shopper brought me the wrong tofu. This is like an almond dessert tofu, which I don't love. So I'm just gonna throw it into my smoothie instead of eating it like a dessert. Some people love this, I don't. It's like a silken tofu. It's like flavored and sweetened. And we don't waste around here, so we're using it in a smoothie. Of course, the Silk protein yogurt, which I have become a little bit obsessed with. This is the vanilla one. They also have like a lime one, I think. But it's 12 grams of protein per 175 grams of yogurt. So adding some of that. And then our Compliment Greens, brand new package. I love a fresh package. This is the Daily Greens Powder. It has 5 different types of greens in it. So going to help me with that, not eating the amount of greens that I should during this season. Obviously, I don't have to harp on the benefits of greens. We are all educated adults, but obviously, if you're not very good at like monitoring your macros, taking something like this can help you with improved energy, mood, immunity, brain function, sleep, and recovery. But this has 5 greens, no junk, easy to take. Tastes good. I think it's personally the best tasting greens powder on the market, and I've had a lot of them. And then as always, as we have in almost every video, I think, the unflavored Compliment protein, which I think is the holy grail of plant-based proteins. So they have a recommended serving size of 3 tablespoons, which I have added, which has 22.5 grams of protein. So this thing is going to be packed. They're the world's cleanest plant-based protein, which love that. They're just a great company. They have like a very transparent way of doing things. All of their supplements are great for recovery, immunity, just general well-being. If you are like me and sometimes you just don't have the time to worry about what you're putting in your diet. Gosh, it's so good. So that's breakfast. If you want to check out Compliment, make sure that you check out the link in my description box down below. Also use code Edgy Veg for 15% off. If you've lost faith in the supplement industry, like so many people have, these guys are the real deal. It's all science-backed. It's a bunch of health nerds. They really want to shake up the industry. So I love them. That's why I've worked with them for like 2 years now. And thank you again to them for sponsoring another one of my videos. All right, it is lunchtime. I'm feeling, again, I'm kind of like, with the weather, it's all like cold and like, I'm feeling fresh. I want fresh things. So I have a bunch of leftover veggies in my fridge. We're gonna do what we always do around here, which is clear out the fridge. I'm thinking like a rice noodle salad, a little bit Thai inspired. I'm gonna use all these herbs that I have. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna start with ribboning some carrots, which admittedly, I do not love to do this. It's time consuming, but I don't know. The salad just tastes a lot better when the carrots are like this. Oh, I have this little thing. You hold it like this. Yeah, and it's easier to hold. Generally, it's easier to hold it. It reminds me of like one of those cartoons that has fire for hair. Ooh. Cucumber. We're going to do the same thing. Isn't that satisfying? Oh yeah. For aromatics, I have a little bit of everything just from recipes I've been doing for the last little bit. So we have some mint, cilantro, and some basil. I know normally you use like a Thai basil. I don't have any, but I have regular basil, so we're just gonna use that. And then green onions. Oh, I should boil the water for my noodles, which is where. So how was everyone's year? It's coming to a close, which is crazy because I feel like it was February yesterday. I'm gonna haphazardly just kind of chop all these together. green onions. I'm gonna do the whites and the light green. These I will save for a different recipe. For the protein, I'm going to use what's left over in this chili crisp. I'm gonna add some sesame oil to it and just kind of shake it around and get whatever's left in there, and some Maggi seasoning, which if you don't have this, you simply must. What are you doing? It's delicious. It's essentially MSG. And if you have an issue with MSG, no you don't, because it's based in racism. Thank you. So I'm just gonna lightly fry these. I've never had this one before, but it looks promising. So I'm going to cut it up into little chunks, little bite-sized morsels, and then just fry it all up. We must cook our rice noodles, not on the ground. I broke mine in half, haphazardly all over the floor as well, but you can do however you want, but I like the ease of breaking the noodle in half. Dressing, here's what I'm thinking. Rice vinegar, soy sauce. I would use lime juice, but I don't have any lime, so lemon juice, agave, and peanut butter. All right, let's build this thing. So we've got the noodles. I'm going to add the dressing first, give that a good mix so they're nice and coated. Then I'm going to add in the vegan chicken. And then the vegetables. Give it a good toss and garnish it with some sesame seeds. All right, I am starving at this point. I have no words. It's just so good. It's like a cold noodle salad. It's so flavorful. My God, that's good. I'm going to eat this and admire my beautiful Christmas tree. And I'll see you around dinner time. So this is my Christmas tree. We decorated it over the weekend. It's pink for pinkness. I'm obsessed. The tree, actually, because I didn't have an artificial tree, I used a real tree the last few years, but I read online that you're going to use the same tree for 10 plus years. It's actually more eco-friendly to get an artificial tree than a real tree, because most real trees are like traveling long distances to get to the stores, and most people don't dispose of them properly, and then they become eco-unfriendly. So I found this one on Amazon, and it's made out of recycled artificial Christmas trees. It says it has a 30-year lifespan, so I'm just the most eco-friendly girl that exists. I've collected a lot of pink stuff over the years. I mean, obviously not these are from like Amazon. But I've collected little like ornaments over the years, like this little pink nutcracker. And every year I like to add another little thing. I'm obsessed, it's fun. My boyfriend and I did it together. My favorite ornament is this one. It reminds me of the Christmas Vacation for no other reason other than it has a Christmas tree on the roof. But that's my favorite. The little squirrels are cute too. Oh, the pink Vespa for when I spend Christmas in Italy. And candies, of course, because my nickname is Candy. And he is just ridiculously cute. Look at little gnome. Dinner time. I am having a craving for pasta because I love all things noodles. Noodles for lunch, noodles for breakfast. Noodles for lunch, noodles for dinner. I'm craving like a stuffed shell. I have some shells, but I'm thinking of making like a tofu ricotta with some basil and spinach, stuffed into a shell, and then covered with tomato sauce and baked. Doesn't that sound amazing? It does. Making tofu ricotta, if you've been here forever, then you've seen this before. If you are new here, welcome to the easiest thing you're ever going to make. So I've pressed my tofu. This is just like a firm tofu. I pressed it in my Tofu Tour, which is the best tofu press that exists. So I'm gonna throw that into the food processor. I'm gonna post that in the food processor until it just kind of comes apart. I don't want it to be like a hummus. I want it to be like a ricotta. To that, I'm going to add some garlic powder, miso paste, and lemon juice. That's gonna give us like a nice umami flavor, and some olive oil. And then generally that's how you make plant-based ricotta, but I would like to use this for stuffed shells. So I'm going to flavor this ricotta with some spinach and some basil. I almost forgot to add the salt. I'm going to add some umami dust to this because I like umami. So this is just like combination of like different types of mushrooms. Just adds like a really nice flavor to everything. So I've already made the sauce. So I just made like a basic marinara sauce. Your typical celery, carrot, onion, garlic, olive oil, tomato. So that's ready to go. I'm gonna get these shells in here. Sauce, pasta, ricotta. Let's fill the shells. So I'm just gonna put some sauce on the bottom of my casserole dish, much like you would do with a lasagna. And that's just gonna make sure that the shells don't like bake to the bottom. And then of course, the stuffing of the shells. And now some cheese. I made 2 here because we love a good meal prep. My wonderful boyfriend went out and got this cheese just now because I had run out. Thank you. I'm covering each one in foil and then I'm going to bake it at 350 for like 25-ish minutes. I'm gonna take the cover off and just stick it under the broiler uncovered to make it all bubbly. Smells so good in here. Oh my gosh. I love noodles. Okay, this looks amazing. It smells so good. This is exactly what I wanted. Oh my gosh. All right, well, thank you for spending the day with me, friends. I am going to go eat this delicious pasta. I will leave the links to these recipes in the description box. A huge thank you to Compliment for sponsoring another video. Definitely make sure to check out the link in the description box below. Code Edgy Veg will give you 15% off everything on their website. Highly recommend them if you're looking for supplements. They are the bomb. If I don't see you until after the holidays, happy holidays. That's good. Might be my best one yet.